Alright, you're probably a returning player or just picked up Street Fighter 6 for the first time and wondering how to tackle ranked, or even how to practice, learn, and progress. Well, that's today's video, and I'm going to explain to you in the most simple way possible how you can practice, learn, and ultimately progress through the ranked ladder. Alright, the first thing you guys are going to want to do is jump into training mode, and from there I'll walk you through how I like to practice and how I like to play ranked and ultimately progress. Now first off, I start off with my simple motion inputs, making sure they feel solid, making sure they're consistent, and making sure that my supers come out pretty well too. Once I feel good and solid, I'll move on to simple B&B combos. Let's say I have a simple jump-in combo. I'll probably do maybe 4 to 5 repetitions of that combo until it feels nice and solid. If I have a counter DI combo when my opponent is in the corner, I'll make sure that these moves and these combos come out consistently ultimately. And what I like to do next is set up a semi-realistic situation with dummy. I'm sure you have seen your opponent dry rush in immediately. Maybe your opponent likes to DI out of nowhere. And that's what we're going to do, is essentially prime your mental state ready for those scenarios and making sure you can react, anticipate, figure out what buttons will work. Now once I feel like my reactions are on point, I feel like my anti-airs are consistent, I'll jump straight into ring and play. As you can see right here, my opponent is Sagat and I'm DJ. And I figure out later in the replay that I was playing a bit too passive and I ultimately lose this matchup. As soon as I lose, I immediately jump into Replay Takeover because I knew I could have won, but there was some knowledge I was not aware of or something that I could have used in that moment but I wasn't aware of it either. For example, Sagat's Tiger Knee was annoying me a lot, and I figured out that if I can react quickly enough, I can punish it with a DI and convert into a combo. I also realized my opponent really loved to do his standing medium punch, I believe. And if I spaced it out properly, I could have punished with my own standing heavy punch or a standing heavy kick roundhouse and convert into a punish combo. And those were two of the biggest things I focused on. You don't need to analyze every single nitty-gritty aspect in that replay. Ultimately, you just want to figure out what was the biggest and crucial thing that was confusing you, annoying you, or whatever. And just really pinpoint it and really play around and figure out what works against that. That's how I like to troubleshoot some stuff and analyze what would work best and what doesn't. And same thing you guys can do. If you come across an annoying player or someone that you just are not aware of, go into Replay Takeover, figure out if that matchup is beatable. Figure out if there's a button you can press right after they press their own button. Figure out if you can space things properly to get a punish. Little things like that, Just pick one thing ultimately from a replay, learn from it, and ultimately how to counter it for future upcoming matches. Now that's it for today's video. I hope this wasn't too crazy. I hope it was really simple to understand, or at least the concept of it. Now if this really helped you out, it would really mean to me a like and subscribe, so that helps me help you guys in future and upcoming videos. Please let me know down in the comments what you're struggling with and what videos should I cover next. Stick around for more Street Fighter 6 guides.